Hello, welcome back to my channel, Jules Suds and Soaps. Today I wanted to make, I think I'm going to name it ribbon candy. What I did here, and I did include pictures of it prior to the video, I put some chunks, some leftover bars, in the bottom of my mold. I sprayed it real well with alcohol, and then I just poured a white base over it. And what I got, and you can see I've made some of these ribbons already. So I want to do some more of these. Hopefully you can see. So I don't know how I'm going to place these yet. Do a couple more. I'm sure I have too many. Okay. I also have these here. These were the shavings that were in there, so I'm going to show you how I did that. So the soap will match. Okay, so this was what I started with, like I said, and I put them there, but this here, these on top, and you're going to notice like a ruffly edge, and that's kind of a neat look, and that is because the way I cut it with the crinkle edge. But this is basically what I did. And I was able to get these. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to spray my mold really good. Now I use 91%. If you can get that, that's great. 70 is good too, whatever you can get. Okay, I'm going to start placing these in here. All kinds of different ways. What I think I want to do before I do this, just so I can ensure that everything gets down in here, I'm going to create a layer of the melt and pour first. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to melt this down. This will melt down to about a cup. So I'm going to melt this down, and this should take about, I would say, 2 minutes. 30-second bursts, you need to stir it, and until it's fully incorporated. I'll be right back. We're back. Okay, we're going to do our first layer here. And right now I'm at about 130. And I'm going to spray the air bubbles. And I've already sprayed my mold. I just want basically enough to coat the bottom. Okay, now what I'm going to do is let this set for a minute. I want there to be a skin, and again, it's not a layer that's high up at all. It's just basically covering, like I said, which will be the top of the loaf when we undo all this. Okay, I'm going to let that set. It won't take long, probably about 5-10 minutes, and I'll be right back. We are back. Okay, I'm going to start putting these in here just randomly. Place them however you like them. You know, it's such a nice little thing to do stuff like this when you have just leftover, like I said, you have leftover bars, you can repurpose them. Okay. I think I might... We're going to spray this with alcohol very good. This especially is important in this soap. It's going to get everything to stick together. Because these are all different types of soaps that I'm doing. Okay, I'm going to do a few more. Okay, now I'm just stirring. I might have to put this back in. Let me see what the temperature is. Yeah, I'm going to put it back in. I'm at about 120. Just for about 10 seconds is all. And again, I mean, these are big, but they're relatively thin. So I don't want to be melting these. That looks good here. Let me take the temperature. It's 125. It's still like a little clumpy. So, a few more seconds. Much better. Okay, so I'm going to give it one last stir here. Check my temperature. We're at 131. It's a perfect temperature to pour this. I'm hoping I have enough. I may have to melt down some more melt and pour. Yeah, it looks like I'm going to have to melt some more down. Probably another 2 cups, I would say. Be right back. Okay, we are back. I'm at about 121. I'm going to give it one more stir. Now, this is a lighter purple. And the first layer I used was a dark purple. So I'm going to go ahead and start slowly. You want to make sure with a design like this that you don't have any holes. You got to make sure you get into the corners. I might need to do just a little bit more. I'm going to melt down just a little bit more and I'll be back. Okay, we're back. I decided to use yet another color again since I had to melt down more anyway. And I basically made it this blue because all these colors, the lighter purple, darker purple, and the blue are already in these. Okay, let me check my temperature. Okay, 147, that's a little too warm for what I wanted. So we're going to continuously mix it. I also added my fragrance oil. Each manufacturer is different as far as fragrance, what the flash point is. So you just have to refer to your soap-based manufacturer. This Apple Blossom is smelling really good. I just picked it up from my local Michael's store. Apple Blossom. Okay, let's check where we're at as far as temperature. Okay, about 141. Still a little bit too warm. I went ahead and did a little bit of glitter in here. I don't know if I'm going to have room to fit these in. So we're going to see. Again, try and make sure there's no holes. Okay, so what I'm going to do with that is put a few in here. This will act as my glue. I figure with spring coming, I've been really wanting to do some spring colors. The key with doing embeds like this, like I said, several times I've said, that the key to it is using rubbing alcohol. And it will dissipate. It will not stay in the soap. Just kind of place them how you want. I think that's going to be enough because I really don't want things falling off the top either. I want them pretty secure in here. Make sure everything, you know, make sure there's no spot holes anywhere. That helps too sometimes. All right, let me put some glitter on it. Okay, there you go. We will see you then when it's time for the unmolding. We are back for the unmolding. So again, with the silicone, you're just going to break it away. Okay. Here's the top. The sides. The bottom. And the other side. And there's the top. So everything is in there nicely. What I'm going to do, I wanted to do this first actually. I'm going to put it back in there because I'm going to mark where to cut. That's the nice thing about these molds. They have notches. So I'm just going to kind of make a little indentation. Okay. Okay. Let me get my crinkle cutter. I hope everybody's having a great day. I like the variegation, the 3 different layers. The top. Hopefully it's going to be focusing. This apple blossom really does smell good. Here's the bottom. Okay, there's the top. To the other side. Bottom. I'm happy the way this turned out. Slide these over here. Sides. Bottom. Can't see where I made that indentation. These are nice big bars too. Top. I think they turned out cool. It's just a nice way to really use up your shavings. And here is the last one. The bottom. Okay, thank you so much for watching my video. If you guys could please like and subscribe, it would mean a lot to me. And that way when you do subscribe, you'll get some notifications when I do release a new video. I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you.